Here are 4 things I've learnt about personal curriculums from 10 years of experience of making them. Number 1, even if you change subject, they will inform each other, they will feed into each other in some way. My very first personal curriculum, I didn't call it all those years ago a personal curriculum, but my first personal curriculum was on the Druids. I was particularly interested in the origin of seasonal holidays like Halloween, and it led me into understanding Druidry and pagan cultures, particularly in Britain. I started learning about climate change, so that was an immediate jump into the next topic. But more recently, all these years later, I have come up against Druidry again in my study of the early modern period and looking at how historians of the time were looking at their own history. Number 2, you don't know what opportunities will open up simply from learning something new. This, for me, was most prevalent when I started learning about analogue photography. This work I did around analogue photography led me to doing things like exhibiting my own work. I spoke at the NEC for the photography and videography show. I met so many new people. I think that was one of the biggest ones for community and building a network around me of people and like-minded people learning the same skill. I even edited my own book, which was a collection of the work of 50 photographers from around the world and their experience of photography and creative practice through the pandemic period. Curriculums don't have to lead to opportunities. You can do them simply for your own pleasure, and that's what most of my work has been about. But it can lead to opportunities. You never know what's going to come. Number 3, education is addictive. Once you start learning something new, you won't be able to stop. I can absolutely promise you. As long as you are following your own interests, don't be suckered into following trends. I know there's a big trend at the moment for Gothic literature, which is amazing. It's interesting. I love it. But don't be suckered into learning something just because everyone else is. Make sure it's your interest. Number 4, you don't know where your next interest is going to come from. It often becomes a rabbit hole of something in your last personal curriculum, in your last mode of learning. I have found this most prevalent in the assessments that I do for university. I know this is not a personal curriculum when you're doing it for university, but I find my own avenue into any assessment that I do. I find my own question. So last year we were set the question about looking at early modern poets' relationship to God, but my way into that was through looking at their attitudes to death. And I went down a whole research avenue of looking at death in early modern poetry. So it became a personal curriculum through what I was learning at university. So there you have it, 4 things that you can gain from doing personal curriculums. I hope you're doing yours.